Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss question number 1 to 10 of Chemical Kinetics Level 1 of Problems in Physical Chemistry for JEE by Narendra Avasthi book. In question number 1, this is a case of instantaneous rate where we have an elementary reaction A plus 2B and product is 3C. So for any kind of elementary reaction, we can write the overall rate equation as R equal to rate constant K multiplied by concentration of A to the power 1 and multiplied by concentration of B square. So from this we can say that there is a possibility of option A and possibility of option C. Now for the instantaneous rate we can write A plus 2B C, that minus dA by dt equal to minus half dB by dt equal to 1/3 dC by dt. The negative sign represents that it is a reagent and the positive sign represents that it is a product. Okay, so according to this, option B will be the correct option. Moving forward to question number 2, the rate of reaction here is expressed by instantaneous rate. Okay, so we have two positive charges, we represent the product. So the product is C and A, and these two negative charge represents the reagent, that is D and B. Okay, now we have to maintain the stoichiometric coefficient. So here the C is divided by 2, so the product should be 2C. A is divided by 4, so that it will be 4A. D is divided by 3, so it will be 3B, and obviously B is divided by 1, so there should be 1. So 3D plus B, forward arrow, 2C plus 4A will be the product. Okay, so the correct option will be option B. Question number 3, A plus 2B, forward arrow, 6C plus 2D. The initial rate or instantaneous rate with respect to A is given by this. Okay, now we have to calculate the rate of consumption of B. So as we know that minus dA by dt equal to minus half dB by dt. Now we have to calculate minus dB by dt. It is nothing but 2 into minus dA by dt, and this is given as 2.6 into 10 to the power minus 2. So final expression will be 5.2 into 10 to the power minus 2. Okay, so option C will be the correct option. In question number 4, minus dA by dt represents consumption, rate of consumption of A. dB by dt represents rate of formation of B, or dC by dt represents rate of formation of C. Obviously overall rate should be similar for all the reactions, so we can say that K1 by 2 equal to K2 K3 by 3. If we maintain this relation, then the overall rate will be similar for all the reactions. Okay, so the option D will be the correct option. For any nth order reaction, we can write the unit of the rate constant as mole 1 minus 1 liter to the power n minus 1 into second inverse. Okay, so in question number 5, option D will be the correct option. In question number 6, which of the following statement is incorrect? So if first order reaction K rate constant, unit should be for nth order reaction mole to the power 1 minus n liter to the power n minus 1 second inverse. Okay, so if n equal to 1, then the unit for the rate constant should become second inverse. Okay, so this is mole per liter per second, which is a wrong. So we have to find the incorrect statement. So D will be. In question number 7, it is very difficult to predict because we don't have the reaction. So if the reaction is given like this, A to B, C to D, and it is a reversible reaction, okay, and initially all the moles are equal, since we can write that X, 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 X. So in this case, rate of forward equal to rate of backward, okay. So in this case, rate of forward equal to rate of backward, and the final expression will give Kf equal to Kb. But if we have different stoichiometric coefficients like 2a, 3b, 3c, and 4d like this. So now, obviously, rate of forward equal to rate of backward. This is the condition of equilibrium, but it doesn't mean that Kf equal to Kb. Okay, so Kf equal to Kb. This is not the condition of the equilibrium. Okay, only rate of forward equal to rate of backward is the condition of equilibrium. That's why option D will be the correct option. In question number 8, if we calculate equilibrium constant, that is Kf by Kb, at 1400 Kelvin, it is 0.29 divided by 1.1 into 10 to the power minus 6, which will become 2.63 into 10 to the power 5. And if we calculate the same thing for 1500 Kelvin, it will come around 9.3 into 10 to the power 4. So it is clear that if we increase the temperature, the value of the rate constant is decreasing. So if we increase the temperature, value of equilibrium constant is decreasing. Okay, so equilibrium constant decreasing, this represents that if we increase the temperature, rate of backward reaction will increase and rate of forward reaction will decrease. Okay, so rate of backward reaction is increased and rate of forward reaction is decreased. This is possible only for exothermic type of reaction. So this is the exothermic type of reaction. So we have two options for exothermic reaction, and from the calculation it is clear that 2.63 into 10 to the power 5 will be the equilibrium constant at 1400 Kelvin. So option C will be the correct option. Question number 9. The rate constant of a reaction depends on, it is only depends on temperature. Okay, pressure, extent of the reaction, initial concentration do not have any effect on the rate constant. It is only a factor of temperature. So for this question we can write the instantaneous rate. BrO3 minus, it is a reagent, so minus change of concentration of BrO3 minus divided by change in time equal to, this is the product, so 1/3 change of concentration of Br2 divided by change in time. Okay, so option C will be the correct option. Thank you for watching.